Koyuki. Hello. Hello, Koyuki and KRINGG. Oh my gosh, you guys. I have to get some. I have to get things off my chest before I start. Oh my gosh. Hello everybody, how are you guys? Welcome in everyone. Koyuki. Koyuki, hello. Oh my gosh. Where do I start? What did the cat do? Wait, first let me say hi to everybody. Hi, not my own. Let me see who's here. Hi, not my own. Hello, Jazz. Hello, Melon. Hello, Babu. Jazz, have fun with all the green. And Rosie too. つきちゃんいらっしゃい。どうも。Inkworth, welcome in. Thank you for your first daily hat tat redeem. Stubby, welcome in. Argus, welcome in. Have fun without the green. Modding. Hi, Rosie, welcome in. Hello. Have fun without the green, Rosie. Hey, baby, welcome in. Okay, let me start with what first started the chaos. Was my cat, Fritz, who we all know and love. He decided to scare the actual bejesus out of me. Thank you so much for the follow. Oh my goodness. Thomas Miles. Thomas Mile WBT. I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Hi Jay. I should drink some water. I need to calm down. Thank you for the water and posture check. So my cat Fritz, who we all know and love, decided to scare the actual frog out of me. Basically we got home, and as we got home it had just started to snow a bit. And I got home and we were like preparing to like drink some hot chocolate and have a little snack and stuff before dinner, and he was sitting on the stairs, and he doesn't usually sit on the stairs. I was already like, oh, is this a new hangout spot? Because sometimes cats like to change like their spots. And then he just kind of kept sitting like on the stairs in the corner as I was eating, and I was like, are you okay? And then I tried to like lure him with food, and he didn't respond to it, and this is when my heart freaking sank into my booty hole. Because if you have had a cat and they are like hiding and not interested in food, it can mean something like really bad. It can mean that they're very, very sick. So I was, oh my gosh, I'm about to cry. I was so worried because I love him so much. He's my little baby. So I felt like he'd gotten sick or something, because I've lost cats like that back like before. So it really freaking scared me. And then like I tried to like I sat with him for a while just petting him, and he wasn't very responsive. He just let me pet him, and then he like kind of made it like he kind of started moving around and like wanted to get off the stairs, so I moved. And then he got down, and I was like, oh, maybe you want food now then. So then I gave him food, and he actually ate it, but then he kept sitting in the hallway, and I was like, oh. But when he got up the stairs first, he kind of looked like really frightened towards the window, and I was like, maybe he's scared of the snow. even though he's seen snow many times. So I closed the curtains and I picked him up and I put him back into the living room. And this son of a B word was fine. And he wanted food and he started screaming for food and being like the normal cat he's always being, but he scared me so freaking bad. Like it's traumatizing. Why would he do that? Like the way he was just sitting there like non-responsive, like in the dark and on the stairs in the corner, like not responding to food. It scared me so freaking bad. So that messed me up. I wasn't even able to finish my food because I had like a stomach ache because I was stressed for him. Oh my gosh. I don't know. He hates snow though. He hates snow. So he's probably, I think he's just pissed off. But I don't, he's never done that before. So it scared the actual crap out of me. Oh my gosh. And then, but because of that, like I was completely thrown off. I was like, maybe I have to cancel first classroom because I don't know if my cat is sick. Like, is my cat gonna be okay? But he's freaking fine. He's fine. I'm still a little shaken up over it. Because what the heck? If there's one thing cats love, it's food. If they're not responsive to food, you know, like that's not good. So, yeah, that messed with me. And then I got kind of late and I was like really hurrying to get like everything ready for first classroom, and then I got kind of stressed out. So now we have another problem, which is I'm shaking. Hold on, I need to bring you a little closer. I'm shaking like crazy. But this is precision work. So I need to calm down before I can do this because I'm shaking because all my muscles are tense because I hurried so much and I was so stressed out. So I need to drink my water. And calm the heck down. Thank you for your crepe, Babu. And thank you for the headpads, everyone. Yeah, that's so scary. Like, if you have a cat and you've been through that, you know how scary it is. Oh, that little brat! He was just pissed at the snow. Oh my gosh. Oh. To be fair, it was a lot of snow, but goodness gracious. It's not the first time he's seen snow. Yeah, it's Miffy. I have a Miffy glass. I won't put it too close to the camera because I don't know if it's very reflective, but it's Miffy, my favorite character. It's some old man shakes fist at sky energy. It is. Oh, that little that little brat. Okay. I'm cool, calm, and collected. I'm fine. I'm only shaking intensely, but it's fine. I did have dinner, so hopefully I'll relax it a little bit, but oh my gosh. In the meantime, I haven't prepared everything yet. I need to get... You can see, like, my makeup drawer here, but I need a hero. I need a... What is this? Tweezers. I'm spasming. Hold on. This is insane. Calm down. Where are my tweezers? I don't know where my tweezers are. I need to stand up for this. Freaking cat! How dare he! You guys like my watch? Isn't it cute? I got it at the thrift store. You barely saw it. I just noticed. It's fine. You don't need to see it. I don't know where my tweezers are. Hold on. Actually, I might know where it is. I got them. Here's my tweezers. These aren't the best ones for these, but this is the only ones I got. So we're gonna have to deal with these. These are like cosmetic tweezers. These are not the best for what we're gonna do, but it's fine. Then I have a lot of baking paper. I'm gonna cut this into small strips for the butterflies. So let me get my scissors. So this isn't the precision work yet. So this is still alright. This is still something that I can do. Also, you might have seen the pinned message. But if you have the game Go, the co-working game Go, I have put a code in the pin chat if you wanna like come into the room and sit in the classroom. I made a 4th classroom in there. I see Babu is in there. And other than Babu, no one yet. But if you want to join in on there, you can like sit in the classroom while we do this. It's not fun. Isn't that fun? Wouldn't you want to join that? I'm gonna cut a nice even strip so that we can get rid of this edge here. Aw, man, I had to rip at the end. Of course it did. Of course it did. Made a student Babu. Yay! Ah. Man, I'm so pissed off. I'm so mad. Why did he have to scare me like that? Look how much I'm shaky right now. It's terrible. Look at my shaky hands. This mother trucker. Never trust a cat. And he knows I love him so much, and this is how he treats me. This strip is getting too thin. Hold on. Dusk stream. Hi, Phyllis. Welcome. Welcome to Koyuki tries to pin bugs with very shaky hands. They're so shaky. This is really bad. Like, I cannot pin when they're this shaky. Like, I need to calm down. Calm and collected. Poor cat. Ah, a little butthole. He's a little butthole. Hi, Nana! Welcome to Forest Classroom! It's been so long since I've been one. I hope this will be okay. Let go of me! I said let go of me! I don't know how long I need to cut these, because I don't remember how big they are, but I'll just like cut a couple sizes. We can always cut more later. Oh my gosh, so shaky. So shaky. I'm so happy. I'm happy you're happy. Oh my gosh, no, I just told a story about how my cat decided to scare the actual crap out of me by making me think that he was sick while he was literally just pissed because it was snowing outside. And now I've been shaking the entire time because I've been so stressed because I thought he was sick. Oh, and now I have to like pin bugs. But I'm shaking, and I can't pin them while I'm shaking. This is my little pinning cushion, by the way. Or my pin cushion. What is the origin behind these kinds of pin cushions, I wonder? You see them all the time. I like their little ponytails. Here's the bugs. They smell like doo-doo. They smell so bad. Yeah, join Go, join Go. They smell so bad. I hope that freezing them would get rid of the smell, so they were in there for months. It does not get rid of the smell. it actually they still smell like doo-doo. They still smell like doo-doo. So wait, I have actually never seen Rosie's character too. Now I'm curious. Hold on. Let me look at Go. Oh, Feifei's in here! Aww! Oh my gosh, welcome in to my classroom. So yeah, they still smell like doo-doo farts. I'm just gonna have to deal with this. After I'm done pinning them, I'm probably gonna like soak them in like hydrogen peroxide or like alcohol, or I don't know what I'm gonna do, but they're gonna go into the chemicals and hopefully get rid of the stank, because they smell like ash. Like, they smell so bad. They smell so bad. But I'll show them to you. Oh my goodness. Get ready for a whiff to hit you. It's like because there's ethanol in here too. There's a water mixed with ethanol in this. So there's just this chemical smell mixed with doo-doo. Smells terrible. Awful. You should be very happy you cannot smell this. Actually terrible. If this was a real classroom, I would go ahead and like have it go around the room so everyone can take a little whiff of this. But it hasn't hit me yet, I will say. It will later though. But you know, what do you expect? These guys, I have 3 dung beetles in here. These guys eat poop their entire life. So, but they're very nice and soft from what I can see. They've gotten pretty nice and relaxed, it appears. Oh no, this one has not, has it? Are you relaxed? You're somewhat relaxed. They've been in here for like 2 days, so they should be, but they have been frozen for a very long time, so they might be a little bit stiff. If something does break off, I found all these bugs dead. I do not kill bugs to pin them. I find them dead. So some of them are missing antenna or some legs. If one does break off, I can glue it back on. I have glue here. But yeah, they're not going to be perfect specimen. I have a moth in here as well. I'm actually not sure what kind of moth this is. This might be... I don't know what this is. I'll have to look that up. But that's why we're pinning them. There's a couple of different species of dung beetle in here. Actually, this one is very cool, but you'll see that in a little bit. But yeah, I have those. This is the what is this called? This is the whatchamacallit? The native species box. This is the native species box. Basically, why I have them in here is when bugs, when they die, they get really dry and brittle. So usually what professionals will do is they'll just take a bug, they throw it in some peroxide or whatever they have, alcohol. They take it home and they immediately pin it before it gets brittle. If you're like me though, you find them dead and you throw them in the freezer until you're ready to pin them. And then to make them soft again and moldable, you put them in a rehydration chamber. So what I've done is I'll show you again actually. I have put in here hot water. It's cold at this point, but I put in hot water and some tissues. And I put in peroxide. Usually you want to use like a high alcohol content anything. I only had, or not peroxide, I have ethanol in here. But I only had ethanol on hand, so I put in ethanol. It's just hand sanitizer, really. And that's just to hopefully avoid mold forming. So what happened before, I've had this happen where I wanted to prepare some bugs. I put them in the rehydration chamber, and I only had water in there, and they grew mold. At that point, I also had them straight onto the tissues. there was less water in it at that point, but still they were like right in contact with the water. Now I have put them on a lid of like an ice cream thing. I just touched the peroxide water. This is gonna smell like ass. Oh yes, it does. Yum. So hopefully the peroxide, or the ethanol, I keep saying peroxide, the ethanol prevents it from going mold. And it has so far, it seems. So that is great. That makes me very happy. Then I have the non-native box, which I had to do a little bit of crime for. But I will explain it to you. So this is... Oh, some water got in here, actually. Oof, I hope you guys are okay. Alright. That's not the greatest, but it's not the worst either. These are really nice and soft, actually. That is great. So these are non-native butterflies. These are from the butterfly garden. Look how moldable that is. These are really nice and soft. This is really great. This is actually from, not the butterfly garden. Actually, it's the butterfly garden from the botanical garden. So you're not supposed to take these. I found them dead, I will say. You're not supposed to take these home with you. I was being a little bit of a thief, a sneaky girl, and I took these with me. You're not supposed to do that. Don't do that. And if you do, don't quote me. But I have some butterflies in here. I have 2 more of these specifically, the red one, the black and red one. But I use these ones because they're a little bit less, they have a couple more imperfections, so I wanted to use them as practice specimen, because I actually have never pinned butterflies before. It shouldn't be too hard from what I've seen, but I haven't tried it before, so this will be a learning experience for both of us. But they're really pretty, aren't they? Yeah. I will pin this one probably upside down. I'll probably pin this one right side up because both sides of the wings are very nice and pretty. But this one, the most distinctive features are on the bottom, so I will be pinning it upside down. This is a really pretty one. I can't wait to pin this one. But I'll close this back up. I'll probably start with the moth. Oh my gosh. Actually, I feel like the ethanol has helped a lot with the smell, absorbing some of the smell, because it smelled so bad. So bad. When I just got them out the freezer. They smelled awful. Like, I don't know, it's like poo-poo and death. It just is, it's so bad. It's awful. They smell terrible. But they smell very neutral now. Honestly, the ethanol is the most smelly thing right now. Also, hi, Esme Silverthorn. Welcome. We'll be listening with one ear. That's okay, baboo. Baboo. But yeah, they should be nice and soft now. Honestly, the dung beetles might be a little bit stiff still, but I suppose we'll see. I suppose we'll wait and see. Also, thank you to everyone who's joined in on the classroom and Go. This is so cute. I love seeing you guys. It's adorable. I got 4 million PTSD. What is 4 million? I would like to know. I am still a little bit shaky. Oh, also, I have prepared some pinning boards. I'm doing everything DIY. I don't have any proper equipment for this. This is purely a hobby of mine. So I made these out of styrofoam. This was from like my CPU cooler. So I got these 2, and then I made a DIY spreading board for the butterflies. I might have to make one more, I just noticed, because I don't know if they'll fit on here. Ooh. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. But I made a little DIY spreading board for the butterflies. Hopefully this is fine. I hope the gap is deep enough and broad enough. I might have to DIY it a bit more, but we'll see. But yeah, this is what I've got going on. So welcome everybody. Is there any questions before we get started? Any questions from the class? Perhaps. The liquid they preserve biospecimen. Oh no. Honestly, I'm very glad that I only do insect preparing, pinning. Taxidermy is a thing. Taxidermy is a thing. Honestly, the ethanol already smells like actual booty cheeks, but I don't know if you've ever smelled... There's a fritz hair on me. If you guys have ever smelled taxidermy chemicals, awful. Smells awful. It smells very like a chemical musk, if that makes sense. It's not good. It's not great. And there's also like mixed with potato starch to like dry it out, to like absorb any kind of blood or fluids. You use potato starch. Glad I'm not in that business. I think it's wonderful. I think it's a great talent that people have. I'm good with my bugs. I don't want to deal with dissecting them. Ooh. I don't have money for a go, so I sit in the corner as per usual. That's okay. You don't have to join in on the go. It's optional. It's optional. It's just for cutesy's sake. I have a question. Yes, let me hear your question, Miss Esme. Also, hi everybody who came in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Waka, waka, waka. I still get jump scared in my phone gallery with split open snails and 3-inch long grasshoppers for infant. I still have a picture of a pig heart in my phone somewhere from biology class years ago. Years and years ago. Why are you so beautiful and wonderful? Please keep questions related to the class. This is unprofessional, Miss Esme Silverthorn. But thank you. Oh my gosh. Stop. Yeah, if you see any hair on my cardigan, I have a lot of cat hair on here. This is my fault for deciding to wear black. Honestly, how could I? I'm just gonna remove some hair real quick. Goodness gracious. There is so much hair on me. How could I? How could I wear dark colors and own a light colored cat? What is wrong with me? Okay. Oof. Alrighty. Okay. Alright, Sylvia's holding pig lungs and sheep brain. Oh my goodness. That's fun. Okay, toilet, I kind of did not want to know that. Pets, please keep it out of the conversation. Thank you. I want to just remove that from my brain. Goodness. Okay, moving on. Big yikes. Let me put away my keyboard. Okay, you guys, I'm so serious. Please stop with pet deaths in chat. I really mean it. I don't like it. Thank you. That was just my experience. I understand. It's just something that I don't want to think about. This is not the right box. Indigo, I know you're joking around. I don't find it funny. Please stop. Thank you. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna start with one of these dung beetles, I think. I'm just gonna get a little bit closer. I don't want to dox myself. I'm gonna see how far I can go down. Hold on, let me get OBS out. Okay, I can go down pretty far without doxing myself is what I'm really realizing. Thank you, thank you. Sly. Welcome in. I am gonna start with you. It does feel a little bit brittle still. I hope that we can taxidermy them today, but... Oh no, this is soft. Hold on, this is fine. So it seems that this guy has one little leg tucked underneath it. I'm still a little bit shaky, which is why I'm starting with the dung beetle, because they're... I have a ton of them. And so if I do mess up, it's okay. So I have 2 different species in here, from what I can tell. One of them is really cool, but I'll pin that one later. I just have to flip it around without freaking taking off a leg, but I'm so shaky, you guys. Oh my goodness. The worst part is the antenna. Trying to not remove the antenna, but this guy already doesn't seem to have any antenna anymore. No, it has lost its antenna, so that's not a risk that we have to worry about. As I said, I find them dead. I don't kill them for this, so they tend to be imperfect. I remember one time, this is an awful experience. I remember one time I found a dung beetle and I need to get you guys a little closer actually, I just noticed. I wanted to bring it home for pinning, right? So I grabbed it, I snatched it up, and then what happened was that it was awful. Something came out of it. I was just holding it in my hand. All of a sudden, another bug just crawled out of its insides. I dropped it, I screamed, and I didn't want to have anything more to do with that. So there's multiple ways to pin it. You can spread out the cover wings and spread out the elytra. It's not common to do that. Usually you don't. Some people do. I can't be bothered, so I won't. I will grab a pin. And you want to basically pin it in its center. Kind of like the center line of its entire body. I hope you guys can see this. This is really hard to see, huh? I'm right-handed, so actually you should be on my left side. Let me see if I can do this without doxing myself. I'll just get rid of the share for 1 second. Why are you shaky? I explained at the beginning of stream, but Fritz decided to scare the actual booty cheeks out of me and act like he was sick. And that really freaked me out. So that scared me a lot. But he's fine. He just decided to be a butthole. This is gonna be really hard because my mic is here too. It's gonna be a little bit cramped. How do I put you? How do I put you? How do we go about this? Hold on. This is tough. I might have a way. So you're gonna oh no! No, no, no! Dang it! Oh my gosh. I accidentally freaking I accidentally turned off my phone! Hold on. This is gonna take a bit. Hi, Piwanwa. Sorry, I'm struggling at the moment trying to get the camera right without doxing myself, but still having you be able to see what I'm doing. I'm immensely struggling with it. I'll update you once I figure this out. Please connect. Thank you. Please connect. Please. Select a device. The device has already been selected, sir. Please pair the device. I would really appreciate it if you could pair my device. Please and thank you. Okay, I'm gonna get some stuff out the way because it's pissing me off. Get out there and way. And connect to my phone, dang it! Connect to the darn phone! What do you mean it's inactive? Connect! Or else... You are connected! You are literally connected! Pair, bro! Oh my gosh. Hold on, you guys. This is gonna be a little second. Why did this have to happen? What do you mean waiting for phone? The phone is here! The phone is here! For goodness sake. Connect to the phone. Thank you. It's about time. Oh. Would it stop? Yes, there we go. Goodness. Okay. Okay, so this should be good. I think we got a nice angle here. I'll show you. Can you still hear me all right? What is going on? Why is the music so loud? Okay. This should be better. Hi! Welcome, everybody. We just started. What? Nothing's happened yet. So, I hope I'm able to show this to you guys without covering too much. You generally want to pin it in the middle. So, in the middle and a little to the right, usually around where the middle legs start. So, for this would be right around here. I will take out my reference because I have a reference for this. I've never seen this Enraged. Oh, you gotta watch me play Borderlands or Red Dead. I would say right around here, yes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pin this. I'm gonna have to get kind of close to it to make sure that I can see what I'm doing. And just my light here. So, I mean, you might have to see a little bit less for a second. But it's more important that I see what I'm doing than that you see what I'm doing. Trying to very gently insert it without crushing it or splitting it, which would be awful. It is very soft at the moment. But the exoskeleton is still quite hard. It went in. And then all we do is just push the pin through. Don't worry, this guy is very much dead. At least, I think it is a guy. There is no way to tell, unfortunately, as it is. I mean, there probably is a way to see if you are an entomologist and you know how to identify bug genitalia. But I can't. And the way that I usually identify male or female dung beetles is by their antenna. Because the males will have fan-like antenna, very nice long fans. And the females still have shorter antenna. Now let me just fact check this real quick, just to make sure that what I'm saying is correct. Or if I'm not thinking of a June beetle. I know it is a thing with June beetles. I thought it was a thing with dung beetles too, but let me be sure. It does appear to be, is it? It depends on the beetle, doesn't it? Okay, so with dung beetles, that isn't necessarily the case, is what I'm learning today. So that's more a thing with June beetles than with dung beetles. So disregard what I said. There is still a difference between their antenna, but it depends on the species. Is what I'm seeing. It appears to depend on the species. Well, I don't really know what kind of dung beetle specifically this one is. There's a lot of different species. So I guess we'll never know. Let's just say they're gender neutral. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get it nicely positioned onto the board at a nice height. And we're gonna take a reference here to see what it is looking like in its natural position. I found a very nice picture, and we're gonna use that as reference. Or getting it. Oh, nice. I think I want to have it look up just a little bit. So I'm gonna take my pin cushion here. I kind of wish my lamp was on the other side, but unfortunately, it cannot. So I'll just have to deal with it. I guess still able to see everything, somewhat alright. And go ahead and lift his little head up. You gotta keep your head up. Never let your head down. I'm just gonna basically take 2 pins every time to kind of cross them over and keep whatever it is that I'm pinning in place nicely. So that when it dries, it'll dry very nicely and it won't move around. So we want to take the legs, the front legs, get them forward like this. This one is very nice and actually listening to me. Sometimes they're a little stubborn and they don't really want to listen. They move around a lot. They keep messing around with their feet, their peat. They keep moving it back. They don't really stay in position. This one is very nice to me, so that is very nice. So I'm just gonna take the feet. Let's position them. Be very careful. As I said, this isn't the best tweezers to use for this, but this is all I have, so I will have to deal with it. I just have to be very careful not to break anything. I'm just kind of pushing the arm around instead of really pulling at it. Just so I can try and not break it. I'm trying to get it somewhat symmetrical where I can. And then again, just cross it. Cross over these pins. The more you go at it, the more it's gonna be a little bit hard to see. That's alright. Luckily, this guy is very nice to me. He does not mind being moved around. He keeps its arms where I put them, which is really great. Sometimes they have a bit of a mind of their own, and they don't want to keep their feet where I put them. But this guy, he's very chill. He goes with the flow. It's very nice to see. So I'll just kind of be adjusting the pins as I go. Sometimes they'll be a little bit in the way with the other foot, or they're not as secure as I'd like them to be. Like here, for example, this is not the best way have gone about this. So I'll just adjust it a little bit again as I go. Oof. So normally you want your hands to not be shaky when you do this, but unfortunately I don't get that option. So we just have to deal with it. I have a little reference sheet here that I'm using. I like to use entomology class, university entomology class printouts to help remind me how to do this, because sometimes I forget. They're not too detailed, so it's kind of like good luck, but I'll take it. We just gotta deal with it, man. Oops. Okay, that's good. Yeah. I wish that was me. Which part? The getting impaled part? To be fair though, it only gets impaled once. After that, I just like pin the legs in place, but it doesn't go through it. It just goes... I just kind of like... I don't know how to say it. I just like... cross him over. If you're really good at this, you can do this with like supersonic speed. It's been a very long time since I've done this, so I will not be using supersonic speed. Acupuncture. Oof, imagine just getting impaled during acupuncture. Just a nice stab through the heart. Aren't dung beetles so cute? Are actually the species of the week this week. I will share the thing with you later. I should put the lid on the hydration chamber. I just realized I don't want them to dry out. I don't want them drying out. So I just keep my references close by. I use a picture of a dung beetle that looks most similar to what it is that I'm pinning. And just kind of going at it. Yeah. So any questions so far? Is this like still attached? It does appear to be. That is good. Any questions in class? Feel free to ask anything you like. I hope I can answer your questions. Just note that I am not a professional. I haven't studied entomology or anything similar to it. This is purely my hobby and self-study. So take everything you hear with a grain of salt. Hi, Sen-san. Beetle, is this real? This is a real beetle, if that is what you're asking. It is a very real beetle. You'll find a lot of dung beetles. I around the end of August, September. That is kind of when they start, their life cycle ends and they die. Unfortunately, the simple truth. So usually around that time of year, I go hunting for them. And any dead specimen I find, I take home with me and freeze them so I can pin them later. It's good practice. So here's the first one. Okay, looks pretty good, doesn't it? Ta-da! Here's our first little guy. Let's grab another one. I'm gonna get this out of the way before I crush him accidentally. Opening this Tupperware. So, here is another one. Let's grab him, get him out. Never catch beetles in real life. Could always try, as long as you release them afterwards. Oh my gosh, getting them out is like the worst part. I'm so scared of breaking them. Oh, I dropped him in the ethanol. Oh no. Oh no. I'm just gonna use my hands. Oops. My hands are gonna smell like doo-doo farts. This is fine. Is it hard to catch? I don't usually catch live ones. Sometimes I catch them for funsies. This one still has at least one antenna. If it has two, it has both its antenna intact. This is wonderful. We can try and get those out as well to show. I can't promise it'll work with us though. I'm gonna kind of have them going down like this so I have a lot of work to, or a lot of room to work with. This one kind of has the elytra, I mean, sticking out a little bit if you can see, I wonder. The elytra, I mean. Sticking out just from underneath the wing covers here. It has a... I was gonna say it has an interesting spot on its shield, but it's just a drop of water. It's just a drop of water. So, here comes the most scary part once again. I might have to grab more pins in a bit. I don't know if I have enough. After we pin them all, they have to dry for about a week or so. I'm gonna go ahead and pin this. I'm gonna look really close. And you're gonna have to see a little bit less for a second because I need to make sure that I do this as straight as I can. It went through. It is a little bit lopsided. Oh no. It's not perfect, unfortunately, but we'll have to do. It is very malleable. Just gonna get it through. Till about a centimeter is left above it. And then we shall pin it into place. As you can see, this one is a little bit diagonal. It's not perfect. But it's okay, it's a practice specimen, it's fine. Just pin it straight. Don't worry about the details. So these look to me like they're the same species. They look very similar. But the one that we have after this is gonna be really cool. You're gonna love the one after this. I can't... If you... I don't know. Not even if you like beetles. Just... It's gonna be cool. You'll see. I just realized I'm not being... seen because my lamp is in the way. This is really hard to set up. I'm trying to set this up so everything can be seen and I can also see, but it's kind of hard. Okay. Tracking is back. This is relaxing. Really? I'm glad you think that. I'm gonna start with trying to get the antenna out. That's gonna be a little bit of a pain in the butt because they're so fragile. The antenna are so fragile. I'm gonna be very careful getting these out. I'm just gonna use a pin and not the tweezers to kind of scoot them out. This is kind of hard with the other guy over here. I have another pinning board. I don't know why I'm doing this so hard. I can just make room. Okay. Give myself a little bit more room. And pin it very much diagonally because I did a very poor job pinning this straight. I'm gonna put that pin over there for a second. Just to keep the antenna out. Its antennae are very small and delicate. So I'm gonna be very careful with these. Very careful. And try to keep it somewhat, somewhat symmetrical where I can. So I hope you can see this. This is gonna be a little bit hard to show you guys because it's so small. And I have to hold it against a light. But you can maybe see ever so slightly its teeny tiny antenna sticking out of the sides of its head. I know it's very hard to see. Can you see that? There's the other guy. He does not have his antenna anymore, unfortunately. Poor guy. Or gal. Or gender neutral entity. Can I make him stick out a little bit more? Just that when it dries, they stay out nice. And I'm gonna put it a little bit more straight so I can give myself some room. It's a little bit wonky now. That should be just about right. Alright. So now we're just gonna do the same thing again. Get the legs in place. Get it looking somewhat symmetrical where we can. And have it looking right as rain. It's also missing some of its front toesies. But that's just what you're gonna get if you collect them dead. They're usually imperfect. And that is fine. I'd rather have them be imperfect than have to kill an insect for my hobby. There is no need to do that. They're very nice and malleable today, which I'm very glad about. I did hydrate them again ahead of time. I put 2 pins in here instead of 1. I was thinking, why are you so thick? Twist 2. So they got plenty of time to get nice and soft for us. And that is a gotcha roll. It is. It is a gotcha roll. But it's worth it. You know? It's the same with taxidermy. Like I used to know this person who was a taxidermist specifically for birds. And back in the day, they would shoot the birds. They would hunt for them to taxidermy them. But nowadays, it's a lot more common to just find them already dead and then go from there. Because it's sad. There's enough, like, depleting of species already. You don't really want to contribute to that. I am running out of pins. A little bit. I'll have to grab some more in a bit. So this is a moment where it's got a little bit of a mind of its own because this leg keeps wanting to go up and I want it down. So you have to fight with it a little bit to make sure it stays down. Sometimes they give you a little bit of a fight. Sometimes they don't really want to listen. Sometimes they got a bit of a mind of their own. They got that. Oh no! So here's a moment where you realize just how brittle they are because it just lost some of its toesies. So I don't know if we can glue this back on since it's so small, but I'll put it over here for the second. And that shows you just how fragile, because it's like that's the width of a hair that they're walking on. This leg is very stubborn. I don't want to break it, obviously. Also, they have like these little hairs and these little kind of like spikies in their legs that make it so that they can easily climb up trees and stuff like that. But it also makes it that they get stuck on everything because they like hook themselves into the styrofoam and then they won't let go. Kind of fighting with this guy. He is not a nice guy. The other one was very nice. Would do anything we asked of it. This one is not a nice guy. He does not want to be pinned. Oh jeez. Come on. Be nice to me, please. So I can get some glue. Oops, and try to... I can try to glue it back on. But it might be tough. It might be a little bit tough. A little bit of glue in here. And I'm just gonna use a toothpick. And this might glue it to the thing, which I'm trying to prevent. So I'm gonna try to lift it off the styrofoam just a little bit. Just a little bit. If it will let go of it. Let go, bro. Let go. You don't have to hold on like that. It's fine. Okay. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of blue, a little bit of glue to its leg, and hopefully I'll be able to reattach its little toesies. Hopefully. But these are tiny. And I have no guarantee that I'll glue them on in a very good way. So I'll just have to do my best. That's the best I can do. Oh gosh, I need better tweezers for this. This is all I got. This is all I got. That's all I got, man. I'm not doing the best job at reattaching it. It's not the best job, but it's not the worst. I'll just use an extra pin on this leg just to enforce it a little bit more. And I'm gonna need more pins because this is my last pin. So I'm gonna need to go and grab some more. I'll be right back. With lots of pins. Lots of pins. I have no experience in this field, but would it be easier to glue on after it has dried? Possibly. However, I feel like it's easier to do it this way because then I can see what I'm doing. Also, I'm scared of losing it because it's like teeny tiny. It's such a small little leg, so it's... I'm out of breath. I'm scared I'll lose it. Just gonna get the back legs pinned as well. You always grab onto everything, but when I actually need you to grab onto something, you don't. Really? Is that how we're gonna be? Is that how you want to be today? So all that's left to do is the back legs. Then just some finishing touches, making sure that it's nice and symmetrical. As far as possible. So I kind of want to do this one a little better. It's a little bit more symmetrical, so that looks better. Alright, so that's number 2. It's a little hard to see, I know. I'll show it properly by the end. So here's the first two dung beetles that we've pinned. I'm happy to say that so far the smell is tolerable. This one does smell. The top left one, the nice one, smells kind of like booty cheeks. This one does not. The other one does not smell. Oh no, he does. Yeah, you both of you kind of smell like booty cheeks, not gonna lie. I'm gonna put these in a safe spot where I cannot mess them up, which will be right on my other desk. I'm gonna get a new pant, just so I have lots of space to work with. The next one is gonna be pretty cool, if I do say so myself. You guys are gonna love this one. Oops. This is a very cool specimen that we got here. Bonk. Throw it on there. This guy is really cool. This is also a dung beetle. This will be the last dung beetle, but this one is a little special. If I just flip it around, you will see what makes it special. If I can flip it around. Look at that. Hope you can see properly. Somewhat. It has some sick spikes on its back. You see that coming out of its shoulders. And it has a third spike in the middle, which isn't as easy to see because of the backlight. Just roll over like that, it's fine. But this one is really cool, isn't it? And I'm gonna have to look up. I think it's called a minotaur beetle. But I will look it up for you. Minotaur dung beetle. It is called a minotaur beetle. This is a minotaur beetle. It's sick. It is awesome. Look how cool it is. It has some sick spikes coming out of it. Really freaking cool. These guys are actually pretty common. However, you don't really realize that they have these spikes. You have to really look up close to realize, like, hey, this dude's really freaking cool. So yeah, I love this one. So I'm gonna try and do my best to pin this one as well as I can. It is quite brittle, isn't it? It is pretty brittle, unfortunately. So it might be a little bit of a pain in the butt, but I'm gonna do my best here. Its head is also very oddly stuck out. But maybe that's just the thing that minotaur beetles do. Now, I don't know that much about minotaur beetles to say. I'm gonna attempt to pin this through the middle. I would rather use one of the metal pins for this without the bulb. Ooh, I'm gonna switch out some of these. Because I want to pin it with one of this. And I'll use this one for you. There we go. Just because I think it looks prettier. I don't like it when there's like a colored dot right in the center, because the one that you use to like impale them, basically, you'll keep it. And I want it to look nice, so yeah. Do you frame / display them afterward? I do. I have a little display case that I'm gonna make look nice for these guys. I'm gonna attempt to... man, this one is brittle. He is very brittle still. This front leg barely moves. I might have to put him back in the rehydration chamber. I don't know for sure if we'll be able to pin him because he's very stiff. These front legs don't really move. I think I'm gonna put him back in the rehydration chamber and let him rest for another night. So we'll have to skip this one today, unfortunately. But I want to make sure I don't break him because this one is so cool, you guys. He is so cool. So let's put him back in. Unfortunately, I won't be able to pin him today. But there will be a next time. Where did I leave that other pin? Where did I leave that pin? Ooh, of course I freaking tumble him around. Where did I leave the pin, buddy? I don't know where I put it. Did you guys see where I put it? Because I don't know. It's gone forever now. Ugh. Come on. There we go. So I guess that leaves us to the moss. And I hope that the gap I made is big enough, but I think I will have to enlarge this gap. So I'm gonna put both of you back into the rehydration chamber, and I'm gonna work on my spreading board. Try and make that look nice. So you go back in. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for gracing us with your awesomeness. You are so cool. You are so cool. So I'm actually not sure about the story behind this one. I assume that they use it to fight. Just how stag beetles and stuff would, but I actually do not know. I also do not know where I left that pin. There is a needle. There is a sharp object somewhere. Who knows where? No idea where I put it. I didn't put it on my lap. It's here. I found it. Put that back in the pin cushion. So I'm gonna go ahead and carve this one out a little bit more. Where is my knife? Here it is. Are you guys enjoying it so far? I hope you are. I hope you're enjoying the fourth classroom so far. So they have like actual spreading boards that you can buy for butterflies, but as I said, I don't really own any like proper equipment. This is all like DIY. So we just have to make do with what we have. And I think that's beautiful. I'm doing a terrible job with this though. It looks awful, but it'll do. It'll do. It'll do. This is fine. This is fine. I hope it's deep enough. Where are you guys? Let me get OBS back in here. Let me get chat back. Grab a magnet. You're smart. I actually have a magnet right here. Does that work? It does! Oh my gosh, you're so smart. I have a little, what's his name? Oh my gosh, what's his name? From Moomin. I completely forgot his name. What is his name again? The guy from Moomin? I forgot. Snufkin! Snufkin. His name is Snufkin. Isn't he cool? Do you guys know Moomin? Do you guys watch Moomin? Or read the books? As a master of accidentally stepping on sharp objects, magnets are indeed wonderful. Thank you for sharing your wisdom. So this is gonna be... I just full-on dipped my fingers in the poo-poo juice. This is gonna be my first time pinning a moth. Or any kind of butterfly. So this is gonna be a fun learning experience for both of us. Aren't you excited? My spreading board might not be deep enough, is what I'm learning though, which is concerning. Oh, but look at how beautiful that looks. That is gonna be very nice. I think it'll be just deep enough. I might have to carve it out a little bit more for the next ones though. But the styrofoam isn't that deep, so that's on me. I just gotta not cut through it and split it, because that would be bad. That would be bad. Bad. Bad to the bone. bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my PDF file for the butterflies. So for the butterflies, you wanna pin it right about behind the lamp. Where are the butterflies? Butterflies. Pinning and spreading butterflies at moss. Insects with large wings such as butterflies, moths, and dragonflies can be temporarily sorted and dried in paper triangles until you have time to relax, pin, and spread them. Remember, before trying to pin them, the specimens must be relaxed. This has already happened. Start the pinning and spreading process with several thin strips of paper about blah 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 blah. I have thin strips of paper, so that is good. And patience. I should be okay. The more you practice, more skillful you'll be. Begin by picking up the insect by the thorax and carefully pushing a pin through the middle of the thorax. I picked it up by the wing. It's fine. I don't know what kind of moth this is, which is unfortunate because that will have an effect on my ability to pin it with accuracy. But I'm gonna pin it like how I would pin any moth, really. How people tend to pin them. And or however far the wings want to move for me. So it's gonna be a little bit of an improvisation moment. So let's go ahead and see. Da, da, da. Through the thorax, huh? Okay. Through the middle of the thorax? Through the middle of the thorax. So not to the right this time. Look, I got stuff to do. Alright, see ya! Alright, let's try this. This will be my first time ever pinning them off. I'm very scared. It goes in very smoothly, thank goodness. The nice thing here is that you don't really have to worry about the legs, as you're not gonna be seeing those, so no need to really pin those. So we're gonna go ahead and put the pin through. Make sure it is level. It appears to be so. I'll just pin it until there's about 1 centimeter space left sticking out of the moth. Pushing it up. About that much. Should be good. Oof. Spooky. I'm gonna put it into the spreading board. Not the best spreading board, but you gotta work with what you get. I'm gonna put another piece of styrofoam underneath this so that I have a little bit more room to work with. So let's put it in there. Like so. It does not want to stay. I guess we don't get room to work with that. That's fine. It's just gonna scratch on my pad. Adjust the position of the butterfly on the pin and make sure it's level. Place it in the hole to the hole of the tallest. I don't have a pinning block. Around 5 minutes to pin a butterfly. Forget it. Get another specimen. Dang, this guy's got no patience. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So the paper strip between the blinks. They're upright. Alright. So we're gonna take a paper strip. And I suppose we push down the wings with this. That's what it's saying to do. That's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough, I'm already noticing. Oh my, it is beautiful though. Oof. This is gonna be a pain in my booty hole. In my booty hole. Oh my gosh. She does not want to listen. I'm late to class. You're late to class. Where have you been? Don't be tardy. So I'm hoping this will pin alright, because I'm definitely going to take more than 5 minutes, and it said, if you take more than 5 minutes, forget it. It's going to be frogged. Well, I'm just a girl, is all I can say. And I've never pinned a butterfly before. So you're going to have to deal with it. And that's right. That's right. Let's go ahead. Take the wings. Try and push them down where we can. Try not to damage them as much as I can, but it ain't easy. I'll tell ya. It ain't easy, I'll tell ya. I'm gonna get another strip. Here's another strip. Made with iced coffee, sorry traffic was bad. Okay. Alright. Heard that excuse many times. Too many times. Bad to the bone. Can you tell that this is my first time pinning a moth? And I'm struggling a little bit because I am. Alright. It's gonna have to work. Hopefully. So, we're gonna start spreading her out as much as we can. I feel like it needs to lay more flat, this strip of paper, but I'm struggling immensely with it, as you may be able to tell. Oh man, she does not wanna just let her wings relax. I should have picked a bigger thing of wax paper, honestly. I should have picked a broader strip, because they use like a very thin strip in the reference. I thought I would be fine with it, but it is not fine. I need a bigger strip. I need a thicker strip. I need her to be thick. This should work better. Whew. But now, I can't maneuver the damn wings anymore. Well, this is great. Oh my gosh, this is tough. I didn't know butterflies were so hard to pin. This is difficult as heck. She doesn't want to listen either. She keeps putting her wings back. Oh, goodness gracious. This is not easy. And the freaking paper keeps coming back up. I don't know if we'll be able to do this. I might have to rehydrate it and get it softer because she is not listening to me. She does not want to be pinned. Oh, good lord. Goodness gracious, you are stubborn. You are so stubborn. She does not want to be pinned. Get your wing back under there. What the heck are you doing? Get it back under there, man. Oh no, I broke off part of the wing. This is not going great. Yeah, we might have to give up on her and rehydrate her for a little longer. Because she does not want anything to do with me at the moment. They're so beautiful though. There's a little bit of gold in the wings, it seems. Yeah, she does not want to stay in place, so she needs to be a little bit more soft. So I'm gonna put her back into the rehydration chamber because she's being a little B word. We're gonna have to get back to her. You're gonna have to be hydrated more. You're gonna have to go back into hydration jail. Hydrate redeem, thank you. Very nicely timed. Yes, hydrate her. You go back in there. You think about your actions. Alright. Well, that is unfortunate, but it's okay because we have others. These looked very soft from what I could tell. I'm gonna have some water. Thank you. Hello, Cyclops. How have you been? Hello, hello. I'm gonna start with this guy. Once again, not grabbing a bite of the Ricks. Because I'm a badass. That's all I can say. So I hope that you will listen to me at least. Your wings are all kinds of messed up. I hope that you will pin nicely. Oh my. So the wings are a little bit broken. Kind of everything about this little dude is broken. Goodness. Let's attempt to put you in there. Oh my. You are a specimen. So this one's wings are very severely damaged, which is unfortunate. I need a pin. I need a pin. I'll take you. Put you back. Let's place. Oops. Go there. Go here. Okay. So I'm gonna try and pin this guy. It is letting go a lot of color from its wings, so I'm trying to not touch it too much by the wings where I can, but it is so messed up. Oh my gosh. It is very messed up. I would love to grab it by the thorax, but it's near impossible to do so. Please turn around for me, if you would. Thank you. You're doing great. So let's pin it through the thorax. Hope that it will want to be pinned. It's good that this one is pretty broken anyways, because it won't be the biggest loss. Okay, so that's not bad. So let's get it situated. About 1 centimeter left. Stick it into the spreading board as straight as I can. So its wings are very much messed up, but this one should be a little easier to pin, hopefully. So let's just go ahead and place the strips. I'm using baking paper in this case. This one does look like it wants to listen to me a little bit more, a little bit better. So I'm just gonna grab the bottom wings first, if I can reach it. Scoot underneath here. Scoot underneath. You'll allow me. Oh no. You are so fragile. This is really not the best tweezers. Oh gosh, she is ripping apart. This is not going great. How are you? Stressing. I'm gonna have to do this with my hands, unfortunately. It might rub off some of the pigment, but it'll... You gotta do what you gotta do. Because she is so fragile. Pin. I want to get the bottom wings in first, positioned first, but this one is just not doing too hot. They performed surgery on a butterfly. Oh my gosh. So unfortunately, it won't look too good, because some of the pigment will be rubbed off, because I'm having a bit of trouble keeping her in position, because my tweezers will simply just rip off pieces of the wings, which is very unfortunate. So let's try and get this situated here. Just gonna take another short strip. Get at least this front wing sitting somewhat in position where I can. I did not leave enough space at the top. This is fine. Oh man. The bottom wing does not want to work with me. Hopefully the third one will be somewhat nice to me. Oh, goodness. This is tough. I'm just gonna have to use my fingers. Oh my gosh, she is so fragile. Another piece broke off. These wings are falling apart. I probably should have pinned it a lot earlier. But can't know everything. Ahead of time. This is a nightmare. Hold on, I can't see what I'm doing. I have to get this bottom wing in position. It is severely messing with me at the moment. Can you believe at the beginning of stream I was like, I'm gonna do butterflies today too, but it shouldn't be that hard. It's starting to dry up. Alright, I'm just gonna leave it at this because it's starting to dry and it's starting to become rigid. So unfortunately, this is the best we're gonna have. It's not really that great. It's actually quite terrible. It's really quite terrible. But it's the best we're gonna get. This is very unfortunate. But, look at all the pigment that rubbed off as well. It's just a very messed up specimen. I can always try and rehydrate it again. See if I can get another go at it. But I don't wanna mess with it too much. If I can. I'm gonna do a little bit of repositioning of this wing. Try to get it somewhat symmetrical, but it's she's a toughie. She's a toughie. She is. She is a toughie. This is the best we're gonna get. I'll try and make this wing a little bit more. Gonna go a little bit more down. Try and get it kind of symmetrical as I said, but she's not feeling it. Ta-da! Not the best job. I'll get rid of the leftover strip so I can have a little bit more room to work with. Sometimes good enough is all you need, yeah. And like, this is my first time doing a butterfly. The specimen is very much rough. So I gotta give myself some grace, and I'll get a hydrate. Thank you. Thank you. Oops. Thank you for the hydrate. I have another one now. Before we get started, let's prepare two more strips. 2 more thin strips. Oops. Here we go. And I should have 2 thick strips. I do have 2 thick strips. No, I do not. I only have 1. I'll make 1 more strip. Oh, I have them here. From where did you get the buggies? So I found them. So I said in the beginning of stream that I do not kill the bugs because that's like a bit of a moral issue with me. I only use bugs that I found dead. And here's the... Oh my gosh, what happened? Did my phone die? I think my phone died. I have to charge my phone. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry, guys. I have to charge my phone. I hope the charger will reach. It does not. This is just great. This is great. Let me just move it back over here. You're not gonna see what I'm doing. But it's fine. I have to charge my phone, please. Ah! Ah! Oh! Ah! Oh! I have to charge my phone real quick. It died. I'll turn it back on. But the angle will be a little bit messed up. Where was I? Oh, right. The dung beetles that I was going to show you on the camera. They are native. I found them in the forest. And the butterflies that I'm doing right now, I found them in the butterfly garden at the botanical garden. Don't do that. Don't bring those home. Don't be like me. I don't know, I guess I'm just a badass like that. I'm just a bad girl. Anyway. Turn off. Okay. Give me my camera back, please. Give me my camera back. Hick. Okay. We're back. Yeah. So, you have to be pretty quick with these, is what I've learned. But we'll try again. I have like 3 of these ones, so I have a bit of time to learn. Let's go. This one's already pretty nicely positioned. I just realized I still need a pen. Ah, hurry! Hurry. I'm in a deep end, in the I'ma pin you. So this one will be pinned upside down. Oh, this one is really soft. Goodness. I will pin this one upside down to really let the color stand out because it's really beautiful. Let's give myself some room here. Oh, that is not in the gap. Please mind the gap. I'm gonna try and touch the wings with my fingies as little as I can. Because I don't want to rub off the pigment. What the heck? This needle's messed up. Unfortunately, because my phone is charging, you won't be able to see much. Because my arm will be blocking it from time to time. But that's just how it's gotta be, unfortunately. I would like to grab the strip. Could you give me the strip, please? Thank you. Alright. Move these up. And pin in place. Other side as well. Move it up. Oh no. Oh no, it's already tearing. Okay. Now we're gonna take the top wings and get those up nicely as well. And over here. Luckily this one is a lot more flexible. So this one is looking pretty nice already, doesn't it? Oopsie, I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, you can't see. What the flip happened? When did this happen? How long has this been happening? How long has it been? Are you kidding me? That is vile. That is not okay. For how long? Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Not that long. Okay, that's good. But it's looking pretty good already. So that makes me very happy. So let's go ahead and make sure that these wings are nicely in place. There we go. And for you too. Oh no, don't get stuck to the paper. Don't do this to me right now. Do not do this right now. There we go. So that is looking quite nice. Oops, the antenna should be moved as well. His legs are in the way. You need to just kind of fold up your legs here, because we are not going to be pinning these legs. We will not be pinning your legs today. Oh, or you can just like have them pop off, I guess. That's fine. One of the antenna is underneath. Which is kind of fine, actually. Is it fine? It might be. Is it though? The antenna are going to be a pain in the butt. I might skip on the antenna. Because I kind of don't want to deal with it. Just getting the wings in the right position is already difficult enough. In the shallow, in the shallow, in the shallow, all in the shallow now. Pretty. Pretty butterfly. Very pretty butterfly. Blub, 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 butterfly. And make sure it really won't move around much after this. Hi, baby! Hello! How are you? This one is looking a lot better. I'm pretty proud of this one, actually. This one is looking really nice. The body is very much malformed. A leg has come off, which is not the worst because the legs don't really matter here anyway for the butterflies. So that's a little fun souvenir I'll give to you guys. Here you go. You can have that. You can, I'm gifting this to you. The antenna, I am having a hard time seeing since the specimen is upside down. So, honestly, that might be a little tough. I'm just gonna let the abdomen, I'm gonna put some pins. Oh my gosh, the abdomen is super deflated and weird looking. I'm gonna try and prop it up a little bit with pins if I can. So it'll dry in a more natural position. But it is a very weirdly shaped abdomen. This butterfly has seen some stuff. I want it to be a little bit more symmetrical. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna give up on the antenna for this because it only has one, first of all, from what I can see. The other antenna is missing, and it's kind of like propped weirdly underneath its wings, so I'm just gonna make sure that the other wings stay in place. I'm just gonna get that pinned very nicely here. Make sure it doesn't move around. And then I'll say this one is done too. And that will be all of the specimen that I have prepared today, other than the ones that need to be hydrated for a little longer. So yeah, these are the butterflies. So this one is definitely... Can't really see. Let me... Ooh, there you go. This one is definitely a little bit messed up. It was severely damaged. So I did the best I could, but it's looking pretty rough. This one, however, looking pretty good. But yeah, this is just kind of the risk that you're gonna have when you use specimen that you find dead. They're gonna have flaws. A lot of them will have broken wings or other imperfections. But if you do this as a hobby, I don't think it matters. If you do this for research, obviously you want a perfect specimen. Or if you do this for work to sell them. But I feel like as a hobby, it doesn't matter that much. But yeah, this is what we got going. And then I'll show you the dung beetles again as well. So here is our dung beetles that we did too. Ta-da! And it took us about 2 hours to do all of this, which is really not bad at all, actually. Ta-da! Butterflies and dung beetles. Ta-da! Thoughts? Yeah, so that means we're done for today. Already. Yay! Yeah, I was gonna pin more, but the other guys that we have are a little bit too brittle still. They need to be hydrated for another day at least. So unfortunately, we cannot do the Minotaur beetle or the... Is it called a Minotaur beetle? What was it? Yeah, it is a Minotaur beetle. Unfortunately, we couldn't do the Minotaur beetle or the moth. But we did get to do 2 butterflies. I have more butterflies. I have actually more of these specifically, so I can practice more and hopefully make them more perfect. And then we have the dung beetles, which I have done beetles a couple times before, and they're probably my favorite thing to pin because they're easier, I feel. Butterflies, I severely misunderestimated how hard it would be. I need tweezers with like a rubber tip for these because the wings break off so easily. They're so delicate. They're so delicate. You did amazing. Thank you, Nana. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed the pinning stream. I will let these dry for a couple days to a week or so. And once they are completely dry, I will make a little display in my display case, and I'll put a picture. I'll put a picture in the Forest Classroom channel and Twitter and everywhere. And I'll show you the finished results. And of course, it can't be a Forest Classroom without some Forest Classroom stuff. Forest Classroom thingamabobs. What am I talking about? Species of the week and an assignment. It's not going to be a hard assignment, I swear. It's going to be very easy. It's going to be a very easy assignment. Whoops. So, let me show you guys the species of the week first. Species of the week. Where is it? Hello? Should have it saved. Where's my species of the week? Where is my species of the week? Where are you? Where are you? Is this one? It is this one. Okay. Oh, hold on. Alright, so here is the species of the week. Ta-da! The species of the week is, of course, the dung beetle. And in this case, it is the true dung beetle, not the minotaur beetle. I know, crazy. It is a true dung beetle. This is a family within the dung beetle family. Or subfamily, really. There is a lot of families or subfamilies in the dung beetle family. It is a very extensive family of bugs. But this subfamily specifically, let me get this to the side so you can still see me. This one specifically feeds primarily on dung. Usually of what is it? Grass eaters. What is that called? Herbivores. Preferably herbivores. They do this by tunneling or rolling or dwelling inside. So when you say tunneling, they will basically tunnel through the dung and kind of eat their way through tunnels of dung, or they will roll it, where they, as in the picture, will roll up the dung into these bowls and they will keep it to munch on later. Or they dwell inside and they live inside the dung and they will lay their eggs inside there and have it as their nest. And doing this, they help clean up and aerate and fertilize the soil. I have a little story about that. I have talked about this in a different Forest Classroom too. But I'll tell that in a bit, in just a second. Not only are they great cleaners, they're also great parents. Dung beetles often mate for life. How romantic. And both male and female take care of building the nest and taking care of the young larva. Very sweet, isn't that? And without dung beetles, the ground would be covered in a crusty, smelly mess with no one to do the dirty work. So I actually have a little story about this. In Australia, there is dung beetles. There was dung beetles. There is dung beetles in 6 of the 7 continents of the world, except for Antarctica. So they're really everywhere. But they're very specific about the dookie that they like. And in Australia, when they introduced things like cattle and horses from other continents, the dung beetles in Australia were like, I don't know where this came from. I don't know what this. I have to do an Australian accent, don't I? I don't Makis, I don't know. I can't do the Australian accent. I'm whatever. When they came here, the dung beetles, the Australian dung beetles, were like, I don't know where this came from. I don't know what this dookie is. I don't want nothing to do with this. And what happened was that pastures in Australia were getting covered in crusty, gross manure that wasn't getting cleaned up. So what they did, I think in the 1950s, correct me if I'm wrong, is they introduced dung beetles that were native to the places where they introduced the cattle and the livestock from. And they quickly did their job, and they thrived, and they cleaned up the pastures. And now we have a nice, clean Australia again. So yeah, isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? They're super big. I never knew how big they are. There are very big ones. There are very big ones. There are very small ones. The one that we have over here, if I get rid of this for a second again. The ones we have very over here are very small. You can see it's just a little larger than my thumbnail. But you definitely have bigger ones. The Minotaur beetle we have is a little bit bigger than this one. I would say about this much. But you have huge ones. You know, scarab beetles are also a type of dung beetle. And I am just realizing that this pin is a little bit off. This leg is a little bit off. I gotta fix your leg, buddy. Hold on. That's better. That's better. But they come in lots of different shapes and sizes. They have very colorful ones as well. It's a very extensive family, as I said. There's a lot. There's a lot of subfamilies and species of dung beetles. So yeah, they can be very big. Can we have more lessons from you? You have a great voice for this. On my VODs channel on YouTube, there's some VODs of the previous forest classrooms if you want to check those out. Funny keyboard. Yes, it's a Miffy keyboard too. I love Miffy, as I said. Everything is Miffy in my room. I love Miffy. And then we have, of course, this week's assignment. It's very easy. Everyone can do it if you wanna. This time's assignment. Fall is here and winter is coming. Honestly, winter has already come over here because it's snowing like crazy outside. Take a walk and pay close attention to what's around you. What things do you see that are specific for this time of year? Maybe fallen leaves or chestnuts on the ground or snow in this case. Share your findings below this post. And below this post, I mean, of course, in our Discord server, we have a little thread. We'll be having a little thread for this assignment specifically. So in that thread, please post your pictures if you feel comfortable to do so. And we will discuss them in the next forest classroom, which hopefully will be... when will it be? When will it be? It was supposed to be every other week, right? But honestly, I want to make forest classroom a bit bigger. I want to have more time to prepare and do more interesting things. So I've been thinking of doing it once a month and doing something that is a little bit more interesting. So let me cook on that. It will be either 2 weeks from now or next month. But if you do the assignment and if you feel comfortable, I will share your findings in the next one so we can discuss it together. Not homework, as I said, it is optional. You don't have to. This is just if you want to. Just whenever you go on a walk, even if it's your walk to work or your walk to the store or anything like that, just take a look around you and see what you see what stands out to you, see what fits the season. You know, see what makes you think like, oh, winter is really coming now, you know? Anything is allowed. Yeah. But as I said, it's totally optional. It doesn't have a deadline. You don't have to if you don't want to. Thank you for hydrating. Oh, I know people... Whenever I say, like, here's the assignment, people are like, no, there's homework. You don't have to do it. You don't have to. I say it every time. You don't have to do it. It's just if you want to. I'm gonna drink my water. Thank you. Can you post it on Discord? I will post it on Discord, yes. I will be posting the assignment on Discord in the threads of Forced Classroom assignments. It is in the nature or the Forced Classroom topic channel. What is it called? The segment, not the segment. Category. Category. The one that Nature Talks channel is into. Yeah. I will post it in there after stream. But yeah. That's the assignment this time. It's no biggie. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. Honestly, this is all I got. We're done. We're done already. Did you guys have fun? Did you guys have fun? Oh my gosh, I'm just checking I'm just checking the go room and I see Esme has joined us as well. Esme and Indigo, Rosie, Nana, and Babu. Thank you for joining in the classroom. You guys are so cute. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me get my fingies out so I can say Wah! Thank you so much. Heart. Heart. Yeah, thank you for hanging out with me. And this will be good. So how about we see if we can raid anyone, huh? How about we see if we can raid somebody? Na 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 na. Do 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 do. Excuse me. Do 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 do. Oh my gosh, Esme is live! I guess it is. Is it 9 p.m.? It is 9 p.m. Okay, let's raid Esme. Esme is doing her Delta Green. It's a tabletop RPG game. I find it super interesting so far. At first I was like, I don't know what this is. But it's actually really freaking interesting. Let me display the bugs again for you guys. Get that out of here. That's clear. It's ugly looking. Hello, hello, the Lord Supreme. Welcome, welcome back to us. We pinned some bugs. Do you like them? Yeah. Delta Green. Super freaking interesting. Super interesting story. I just like to listen to it and kind of vibe to it in the background. Please take a listen to it. It's a tabletop RPG that's kind of spooky. It's kind of like psychological horror. So if you're into that, definitely have a listen. Esme is a really great streamer, very interesting, very funny, and I am also the mama of her future VTuber model. So please look forward to that too. And with all that said, I think we are ready to raid and get the frog out of here. And I will see you guys in the next one. Let me get the rate message for you guys, if my buttons will work, which sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. In this case, they do not. So that's always great. Sometimes if I type it'll work. They don't work. So let me just get these out of the way again so I can type. Exclamation mark raid. Exclamation mark raid 2. Thank you. So please use the first one if you have a sub, and if you do not have one, you can use the other one with the global emotes. And I will see you guys again on Wednesday, probably. On Wednesday. And please send your love to Esme and have a listen. I swear it's super interesting. I swear. And even if you don't listen, give her a follow, because I said so. I will see you guys on Wednesday. Bye bye, everybody. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out with me. Bye bye. I forgot to get the raid centered. I guess ready? I'm gonna send you over now. See ya!